contest has the potential, Clark, to be very exciting. Two teams that can really run up and down the floor and run up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, if one of these teams gets really rolling, Kevin, they might be able to take advantage of this one, but I agree with you. When you talk about these teams, I'm anticipating and even hoping for tons of lead changes.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot.
An incredibly hard guy to guard. Paul has such confidence in his handles. That ball's on the string with him.
Russell looking it over. The inside shot. Kicks it out to Prince. Towns, a screen on Bridges. Back to Towns. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, that's good work by Prince there. Spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
For 3, Booker. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Russell kicks to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Bridges. The kick out to Towns. 5 on the clock. They shoot again. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
And a deep 3 from Booker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Crowder slams it in.
CP3 is so good orchestrating out of that set. I mean, he is really one of the gurus of the pick and roll.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Prince outside. Lets it go from deep. No good. Shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way. On the wing, Booker. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Booker. Crowder's got his second bucket of the night.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And the Suns here with a different look. Sharch checked in for Ayton. Torrey Craig comes in for Jay Crowder. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Devin Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Now, here's Bridges. Nifty move. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Sharch. Here's Craig. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Now, here's Bridges. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Damian Lee is checked in for Phoenix. Timberwolves also changing it up. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince, and it's Rivers in for Russell. Johnson with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Craig. And the rejection by Towns.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
Minnesota in the lead. Rivers looking over the floor. Edwards, the bounce pass. Here's Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. Towns has got 8 points.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. The defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Stolen by Rivers. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Offline with his three. Craig with a screen on Rivers. No good from Lee. Outside Edwards. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son, your
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Rivers in at the one spot. 2 on the clock. Crowder, rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. And I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. Typically, role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions, but that's why you don't call them stars. You call them role players.
And taken away by Paul. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to Booker. Crowder, a screen on Towns. Booker, he dishes it to Ayton. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you.
And from long range, Bridges is getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Rivers can't get it to go. Suns trail by 3. The shot by Paul. Nobody around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And here is McDaniel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pope loose. Booker pulls it in. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Ayton the screen. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Excellent good work there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Really go. Driving in time. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. Phoenix making some changes. Sharks checked in for Crowder. Damian Lee comes in for Devin Booker, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Suns.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And then for Minnesota, Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Russell in for Rivers. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Gobert. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again. He takes it up and lays it in. Gobert's got 6.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And Phoenix making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Sharch. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Like the smarts by Sharch there. Very good at working the pick and roll and getting the shot he wants.
Here's Prince, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around them.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Payne with it. Now guarded by Towns. Craig against Russell. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Nas Reed. He's checked in for Gobert.
For the Timberwolves, Nas Reed.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Right side, Lee. They get it back. Pass to Craig. He's looking for Sharch and finds him. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Payne finds Johnson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Minnesota ball.
Russell from long range. That one, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated.
27, the Timberwolves, 31.
Half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the strike time and time again.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Hop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Booker with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Phoenix. Edwards inside, working on Booker.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
For Minnesota, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe finish for up to now.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Ayton up top. Over Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal
You know,
foul.
so much hype around
Second
Aiden.
team foul.
Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Minnesota shooting here about 46% for the game. And it's Towns penetrating. It's hauled in by the Suns. On the wing, Booker. He has 7. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Reed misses. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Booker looking around for 3. Bridges. And no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards kicks to Prince. He drops it in from the low post. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
Crowder, a screen on Russell. Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. Passes it to Ayton. Shot clock at 3, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Aiden is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. It's Prince on the wing. Inside, Reed, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Crowder from outside. Ayton kicks to Crowder. From the arc. Reed with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean,
Oh, my goodness! Come on now. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Crowder with it. Now guarded by Towns. Bridges misses. Timberwolves leading by 6. Prince the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Assist from
and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Bridges passes to Paul. Tries again. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Reed with the rebound.
Phoenix foul.
Reed's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Timberwolves have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. He throw good, Edwards. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 10-2 run here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
Suns trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Sharge passes to Payne. Craig with it. To the paint. That's tipped. Here's Sharge. And the rejection by Towns. He's gone 7 of 10 from the free throw line tonight.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
D'Angelo Russell, the 2nd overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his 2nd season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Here's Edwards. He shoots again, and it's blocked. There's 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Towns, no luck.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
No good from Lee.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Johnson finds Craig. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
It's stolen by Edwards. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son, Myst.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Timberwolves leading by 12 on the court for Minnesota. Coming in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Downs is out there with Reed. And it's Russell in at the point. And it's blocked.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
Johnson kicks to Paul. Back to Johnson. He gets it to Paul. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Towns for 3. Rebound by the Suns.
Yeah, and they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Ayton sets the pick for Johnson. Back to Ayton. And stolen by Russell. Here's Reed. Towns at the elbow, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Booker, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Gobert's checked in to the inside, Edwards. And that one is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Booker the pass to Ayton. It's stolen by Edwards. Crowder with the steal. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And Booker kicks to Ayton. Here's Crowder. Over to the wing. Here's Bridges. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Edwards finds Towns, and there's the call on Devin Booker. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here is Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also, you've got to mention the block shots. Playing hard on defense, not allowing shooters to get comfortable.
Edwards against Booker. It's Crowder on the wing. 4 on the clock. Here's the 3. That shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Ayton.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
Booker against Edwards. Paul passes to Booker. And the Suns miss again.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Bridges against Russell.
2 minutes.
And it's Ayton missing. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And here's Booker from the arc. They get the rebound. The kick out to Crowder. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball call.
Gobert with it. Now guarded by Booker. Bridges with the steal. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. With 3, Booker, a rebound by the Timberwolves. Russell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for Minnesota. Anthony.
And Edwards drops them both. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Minnesota.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. So it's Phoenix now, 15-point game. And a deep 3 from Booker. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound.
And guys, at this point, he's probably better served to take a seat anyway. They've got no chance in this one.
And the Suns making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Ice checked in for the Timberwolves. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Knight for 3. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 19. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. 8 and a screen on Rivers. Paul for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Up top, Edwards. He's covered by Shamet. Outside, Knight. Got a piece of it. Here's Crowder. It's deflected.
Blocking foul called on Landry Shamet. First personal foul. The team is in the penalty.
The free throw drops for Rivers.
Shooting for Minnesota.
He's off on the second. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting.
Really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a player's league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system. Especially when you're in the playoffs.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And it's Brooks missing.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Booker can't get it to go.
And that's just an off-balance, low-percentage shot, especially without room to operate.
Outside Bain to the right side. Here's Morant. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot. And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Phoenix no good that time either. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Clark is checked in for Adams.
Brandon Clark.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Here's Clark. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
At the number 2.
And he's good on the second. The Suns have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Ayton with the stuff.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Bridges against Brooks. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Outside Bain. Good chance here for Clark. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Good.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Bain, the pass to Jackson. That one's wide left. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the floor.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer that Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Payne comes in for Paul. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. On the wing, Brooks. Clark outside. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Jackson. Brooks outside. Pass to Bain. To the left wing. Goes up again. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Now here's Craig. Back to Johnson. Here's Lee. Saric, a screen on Bain. The Suns need to get off a shot. And the Suns miss again. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Here's Morant. Soft touch off the glass. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The Grizzlies shooting about 43% since tip-off. Adams with a screen on Payne. And it's Morant off the drive. Can't hit from in close.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Phoenix foul. Dario Saric. First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. .30 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Fourth team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
John Morant taking 2 shots.
And Morant drops them both. And here are the Suns now. Lee on the wing, guarded by Bain. Morant with a defensive effort.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And that concludes the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Brandon Clark out there with Steven Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. Paul with it. And Clark picks him up defensively. Crowder against Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Crowder, that's good. Crowder's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Crowder just muscling up and playing some man ball in there.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Morant against Paul. Morant, the pass to Clark. Crowder with a steal.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
To the middle. Ayton finds Paul. For 3, Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Clark from outside the arc. Offensive board. Here's Adams. And he banks in the layup. Adams has gotten his first basket of the night.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Outside Booker. Ayton against Morant. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ayton. Adams grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Ayton against Morant. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
Now here's Bridges. Oh, stolen by Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Booker for three. The shot's good. Booker's got 5 points. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Shot clock at 6. Bridges passes to Paul. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night.
First half, 2 minutes.
Bain finds Adams. Brooks a screen on Ayton. Adams the pass to Moran. Fires for 3. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Ayton. Oh, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Nice. Ayton's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Bain with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Bain, the pass to Moran. Clark with a screen on Booker. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bain.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the team. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. 1:10 left in the first half. Pass to Jones. Clock at 6. Here's Aldama. Defended by Craig. Offensive rebound. Tillman misses. The Suns trailing. Outside Johnson. This one for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Jones against Payne. Pass to Jones. Here's Tillman. And he lays it up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside Johnson to the left side wing. Saric down low. Green covering. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Memphis ball.
Here's Jones. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. With the teardrop. And he lays it up and in.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
20.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, small forward. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Crowder right side. Outside Booker. Crowder with a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now a timeout called by Memphis. A line change here for Memphis. Memphis leading. Right side Moran. On the wing Brooks. Back to Morant. Adams with a screen on Paul. Morant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
And the Suns shooting only 36% so far in this game.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Driving inside. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Crowder, a screen on Payne. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. Fires in the triple. Bridges has got 5 now. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter. Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Pass to Crowder. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Paul against Morant. And here's Adams from the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Ja Morant grabs a miss.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Bane finds Morant. And here's Adams. Jackson with a screen on Crowder. And here's Adams from the arc. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now. And Booker gets double teamed. Bridges passes to Booker. Over Bane. Booker with it. Guarded by Morant. 5 to shoot. That's good from Ayton. On the assist by Booker. He's got 6.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Morant against Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Morant, guarded closely to the paint. Adams up and in on the layup. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Oh, Adams with the block. A minute 39 left in the third quarter. Here's Morant. Pass to Bane. The 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. To the wing on the left. Out to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. Fires from deep. That shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. From deep three-point range. And it's Morant missing. Phoenix has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Bridges against Morant. Pass to Paul. Back to Bridges. Crowder with it. Left side Paul. Here's Booker. And it's Booker again missing. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 9-point cushion at the end of. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Payne against Morant. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Here's Lee. Saric, a screen on Payne. The 3 is up. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Phoenix making some changes. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 9-point game. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now Payne. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Morant. Over Paul. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got rebound number 11. And the Suns shooting around 35% from the field so far. Back to Booker. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Ayton passes to Booker. Ayton with a screen from deep. And that's good. Devin Booker for 3.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Timeout call. Memphis gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Memphis leading. Right side Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Ayton, a screen on Bane. Booker against Bane. Pass to Ayton. Paul with it. Back to Ayton. Inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Outside for Morant. Jackson, right side. There's the 3. On the wing, Brooks. There's the triple. Doesn't go that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
Pass to Ayton. Bane against Booker. Outside Paul. Jacks up a 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Morant with it. Adams with a screen on Paul. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Ayton with a screen. Left side Paul. Over to the left wing. Ayton finds Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Crowder. Booker for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Morant, pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Adams with the ball. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Booker, the pass Paul. Fires from deep. Here's Crowder. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
It's a one-on-one situation. And he gets that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
That doesn't happen all that often, but Steven Adams stepping up big here.
Ayton, a screen on Moran. Ball passes to Crowder. Down low. Now Booker takes a 3. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
We're seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Chris Paul.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Adams. Booker against Bane. Crowder, a screen on Bane. Back to Crowder. 6 to shoot. Outside for Booker. Launches a 3. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Moran against Paul. Now here's Moran. He's guarded closely.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
For 3, Bridges. Misses the tray. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
the starting lineup for your Minnesota Timberwolves. At forward, 6'7", no.
Welcome, fans, to 2K Sport. And, Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Morant is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. Prince misses. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Morant outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns, a screen on Clark. Edwards with it. Now defended by Adams. Here's Towns. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Clark right side. Down low. Here's Adams, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
Clark against Gobert. Here's Jackson. Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
And Russell with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Bane for 3. The shot will not fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Prince outside. Back to Gobert. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Morant. Softly drops in the floater.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Now, here is Russell. Drives to the hoop. Towns down low. Adams on him. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant kicks to Jackson. Pass to Clark. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. It's all knotted up.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
2 minutes.
Now, here is Russell. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Morant. And it's good for 2.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Towns finds Edwards. And a missed layup.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Daniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Rivers comes in for Russell. .112 left to play in the first quarter. Rivers kicks to McDaniels. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
The Timberwolves shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Taking 3 shots.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. 1:06 left in the first quarter. Jackson down low, defended by Towns. Jackson, that's good.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
To the paint, it's stolen by Adams. Jackson up top. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. And the Grizzlies with possession here. They lead by 4. And that one's good. Morant's got 8 points.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And the rejection by Clark. Bane drives in. And the layup falls.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here. That's unselfish basketball. Opted to pass up his own shot and dish to a teammate instead.
Morant uses the glass to finish the layup. 10 points for John Morant.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Rivers in the corner. Good if it goes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies up 8. And the second quarter will... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Memphis?
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Desmond Bane out there with Morant. And it's Clark in at the small forward. Towns wide open. That 3 off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Up top, Bane. He's guarded by Rivers. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane. On you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully.
And he's good on the second. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And a guy who can drive and finish with either hand. Jackson's tough to stop
once he gets going downhill.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And they recover it. It's Rivers on the wing. Reed finds Rivers. Back to Reed. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Morant. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Russell's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Clark outside. Adams sets the pick for Clark. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game. Edwards passes to Reed. Back to Edwards. Poked away. Here's Prince. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
This guy is a fantastic finisher near the hoop. Taurean Prince with an emphatic 2.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. On the wing, Bane. He's guarded by Russell. Now here's Adams. He's guarded close. Jackson. Reed with the block. And he recovers it. Clark for 3. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Morant. The kick out to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns, a screen on Clark. Prince, the pass to Russell. Banked in off the glass.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Feeds to Adams. Back to Morant. Over Reed. And that one's good. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Out to Edwards. Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. And then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
1:09 left to play here in the second quarter. Towns against Bane. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is 15-8 on the bucket from Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Here's Jones. They kick it out to Green. To the middle. Here's Tillman. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Now here's Edwards. D right on him. Towns, the pass to Prince. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Tillman passes to Green. 5 on the clock. Going inside. Lays it up off the glass. Green's got his first points of the night.
Well, how about the versatility? Danny Green on the interior. Go ahead.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding up.
22. The Grizzlies, 30.
join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And court are Russell and Edwards. Nas Reed out there at Prince, and it's Gobert in at the 5. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Blocking foul on Rudy Gobert. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Adams sets the pick for Morant to the inside. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Bain. And the Grizzlies lead by 11. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Edwards finds Prince. His 3-pointers off the mark. Grizzlies shooting an incredible 64% for the field in this game.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Gobert kicks to Reed. Outside, Russell. Just 5 on the clock. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Bain. Reed with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Memphis moving it around. It's stolen by Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. Bain passes to Clark. Gobert with the block. Russell against Morant. Here's Reed. Kicks it out to Prince. Here's Russell. And the rejection by Jackson. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
76% from the line a season ago.
That's good from Morant. Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Memphis leading by 12. Clark right side. For the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the rejection by Jackson. Minnesota making some changes. Towns comes in for Nas Reed. And it's Austin Rivers in for D'Angelo Russell. Here's Prince. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Prince has got 6.
Boy, gets the bucket through the contact. Taurean Prince, he earned every bit of that one.
Brooks dishes to Adams. Jackson in the corner. The 3. Nailed from 3-point land. Jackson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Towns a screen on Brooks. Edwards kicks to Towns. 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
2 minutes. Minnesota foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
3rd personal foul. 15.
Some changes for Memphis. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Jones the pass to Green. Back to Jones. Puts up a 3. Carries it from 3-point range.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And there's a whistle. That goes on John Concho. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Edwards, and he converts the layup.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
Outside, Green, pass to Tillman. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Conchar can't get it to go. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's Edwards. He kicks it to Gobert. Towns in the corner. 6 to shoot. Tillman knocks it loose. Here's Concho, and he jams it with authority.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. That's a 2 from Towns. Edwards, the bounce pass. Prince finds Edwards. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's now 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
There's Green with the 3. Sinks the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
It's good.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
From deep. That shot missing. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've got... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. We've got Green, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. And the shot goes in. Towns has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
Kept alive. Tillman passes to Green. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Eldorado. And the 3 off target. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 14. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket. And watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Outside, Jones. Morant with a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Morant's got 23.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
That one is off.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Prince kicks to Rivers. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Out to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Here he goes. Count that one.
Pick and roll action. Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
Towns against Adams. Knocked away. Timberwolves trail by 15. Outside Edwards. Towns down low. Guarded by Morant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
Second team foul.
That free throw, no good.
For Minnesota, Austin Rivers.
Second free throw, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
High effort by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Brandon Clark. Free throw good, Edwards.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And so he makes both from the line. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Jones dishes to Jackson. Morant kicks to Clark. Adams wide open. The Grizzlies with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 15. Towns, the pass to Prince. The feed now to Edwards. Shoots over Morant. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Prince. Prince has got his 3rd assist on the night. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And Morant throws it down.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Inside, here's Clark, and Clark slams it in.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
All the officials are all over that one.
Some changes for Memphis. Aldama's checked in, and Brooks subbed in for Brandon Clark. There's 1:40 left in the 4th quarter. Morant with it, now defended by Gobert. Here's Jackson, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Edwards drives in. Edwards with the stop.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Memphis.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
Every time he shot, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any comeback hopes. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so it's Memphis with it. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Nice shot by Brooks.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Edwards can't hit. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
17 seconds left in the 4th. Edwards drives in. Gobert with a screen on Bane. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Here's Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. No good on the free throw.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Carl Anthony Towns.
No luck that time either. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at small forward. Towns, that's good. And looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads. Two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
Yeah, it's a beautiful brand of ball for sure. Just a joy to watch. Basket's good.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Here's Russell. Booker against Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Outside Booker. No good from outside.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Towns down low. He's against Crowder. And it's good for two. Towns has got 5 now.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
It's Edwards with a drive. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Crowder a screen on Russell. Booker fires from way outside. Can't hit that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Towns a screen on Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Give that one to Jay Crowder. He's off on the first.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recorded their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Edwards. Picked by Gobert. It's Edwards with a drive. It's good. Edwards has got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Into the lane. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Looking ferocious on the drive. You know, I love seeing Towns going hard and finishing with power.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And stolen by Paul. And here's the fast break. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Crowder. Outside Booker. Fader on the way. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 12-4 run. Edwards finds McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Here's Ayton. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
And out of bounds. The Suns will take it.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
Some changes for Minnesota. Prince comes in for McDaniels, and Rivers is subbed in for Russell. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Saric checks in for DeAndre Ayton. Craig comes in for Crowder. Johnson, he's checked in for Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Such a wide open look.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Bridges against Edwards. Going inside. And he can't get that one. Saric with some nice D. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Bridges. Saric, a screen on Edwards. The kick out to Johnson. To the left side wing. And here's Saric for three. And the Suns get another three.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Rivers. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 1 quarter in the books. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
We got Austin Rivers, Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Taurean Prince, and it's Edwards in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Here's Rivers, drills it from deep. Rivers has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Lee. Outside Craig. To the left wing. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Lee. Craig with a screen on Edwards. Got a piece of it. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Just 2 to shoot. Off the inbound pass. With 1 on the clock. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Crowder, he's checked in for Craig. And that one misses. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Some changes for Phoenix. Booker, he's checked in for Lee, and it's Chris Paul in for Payne.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Now here's Booker. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Ayton with a screen. From deep, Johnson. And the three-pointer goes.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Gobert. For 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Now here's Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Here's Rivers. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And here are the Suns now. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Here's the 3. It's stolen. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves. Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. And here's Paul. Back to Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. And the Suns get another three.
Calls the play, and Booker executes to perfection.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Some changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Prince. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Rivers. And a change for the Suns. Bridges is checked in. Now here's Russell. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Reed for three. He's off on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Bridges outside. Pass to Crowder. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. McDaniels with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Reed passes to McDaniels. Russell against Bridges. Now here's Reed. They double him with Crowder. Reed finds McDaniels. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And the Suns making a change here. Saric checks in for Ayton. Craig comes in for Crowder. Lee, he's checked in for Johnson. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Now here's Towns. He has 7. Double team on Towns. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Here's Lee, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Payne. Clock at 6. And here's Saric. Fires it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great lead. Forbes is checked in for the Timberwolves. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. The 3 is up. Reed finds Russell. There's the 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Second chance effort. Here's Towns. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
And a pretty tightly contested game here. All right, good stuff, Allie. Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's 8 in at 5. Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. There's the triple. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Now here's Booker. He has 6. The 3 is up. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Here's Towns. He's got 14. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Now here's Russell. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Towns. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Steps back. Russell against Booker. Out left to the wing. Paul passes to Bridges. Oh, and Reed with a block. McDaniels with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. The shot by Towns, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Booker, the pass to Paul, back to Booker. Crowder outside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Forbes. The shot comes out. Booker with the defensive effort. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And the Suns miss again.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Forbes. Back to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Suns trailing. Outside Booker.
2 minutes.
Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Ayton with a screen. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Misses the 3. For Minnesota, they've got just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Russell from outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Timberwolves shooting around 41%. Out to the right wing. And here's Reed. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Russell. To the wing on the left. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
An assortment of shots in Russell's arsenal. Just a quick catch and shoot right there.
Ayton, the screen on Russell. Paul passes to Ayton. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Phoenix. Saric comes in for Ayton. And it's Johnson in for Booker. Now here's Johnson. From behind the arc. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the 3rd quarter. On the wing, Forbes. McDaniels passes to Towns. McDaniels a screen. Pass to Forbes. Here's McDaniels. Takes the 3. They get it back. Russell knocks it down from 7 feet. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Out to the wing. Johnson finds Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one. And so it's Minnesota ending the quarter up 10. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you tip.
Get on your feet.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Rivers. Edwards out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Four on the clock. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. Saric, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Craig. This one for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Craig's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards with it. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Gobert's checked in for Reed.
First team foul. Substitution on the board.
Here's Rivers. Pass to Gobert. From downtown. Back to Rivers. Now Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Prince can't hit. And the Suns shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Booker, the pass to Crowder. The shake. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Double team on Towns. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Pass to Rivers. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Now here's Towns. Gobert with a screen on Crowder. Pass to Rivers. From deep, here's Prince. Oh, deflected. Crowder with a steal. Three-pointer, Bridges. That one no good. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Knocked loose and stolen by Paul. Here's Ayton. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. When you're that open, do you really need to go with the leaner?
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Inside. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Ayton with a screen. Paul for 3. And they'll get another chance. Crowder, the pass to Booker. The fader. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Pass to Bridges. It's stolen away.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Karl Anthony Towns.
I think his biggest contribution may have been on the boards. He kept plays alive and denied second chances. Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
Paul for 3. The shot won't fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Towns passes to Edwards. And they double up Edwards. They grab their own miss to the middle. Pass to Towns. Tries again. And another basket from Minnesota.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And the Suns miss again.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
Street corner, it smells sickening. Told a homie to watch his step. Then he
stop tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And, Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Hop it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
And there it is for him.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Jackson kicks to Bane. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Morant passes to Adams. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Paul, right side. We played just over a minute here in the first. Crowder against Morant. Clock at 4. Paul with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now here's Morant. Adams in the corner. Paul against Clark. Here's Jackson. Goes back up. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And the rejection by Jackson. Clark, the pass to Jackson. Morant dishes to Adams. Bridges against Clark. Bridges kicks to Ayton. Booker in the corner. Back to Ayton. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Paul for 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. And stolen by Ayton. Paul finds Booker. The tray. Not going to go that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me they have to lean on their postgame tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. The score now all even.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
And the Suns here with a different look. Sharch checked in for 8. Torrey Craig comes in for Crowder. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Devin Booker. 1:03 left to play in the first. It's Morant with the drop.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Paul looking around. Craig with a screen on Clark. Johnson, the pass to Craig. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lets it go with the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant with it. Working on Payne. Pass to Adams. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Back to Adams. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Over in the corner, Paul. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Johnson, good. It's tipped. Now, here's Morant for three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Picking up the pair up front, it's Saric and Ayton. Payne out there with Lee, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Adams.
This is where Adams feasts. Get him the ball in his spots, and he does the rest.
Lee outside. The pass to Ayton. And Payne now top of the key. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. No good from Lee. Clark with it. Now guarded by Saric. Adams with the screen on Johnson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the muscle from Adams there. Able to take the hit and still finish off the shot.
So for the Suns, Crowder, he's checked in for Saric. Mikal Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Booker in for Damian Lee. Now here's Booker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Out to Morant. Dishes it to Adams. Back to Morant. That gives them the lead. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Ayton a screen on Payne. No good from Booker.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now Bridges following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt. Payne finds Booker. In this league, he has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have 2 guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
Crowder, a screen on Payne. Again, the miss by Booker.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Ball checked in for Phoenix. The Grizzlies on offense. They picked up 11 straight. Adams with the screen on Paul. Grant. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Paul with the steal. Morant with the steal. On up the court. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one on Ayton.
Big props to Adams. This is a guy who brings the energy and effort every night.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Ayton. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Memphis leading by 4.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Aiden's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Memphis?
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Aldama can't hit. Suns trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Craig has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. It's intercepted. Here's Eldama. Defended by Bridges. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. So for the Suns, Sharch checked in for 8. Johnson comes in for Crowder. And it's Damian Lee in for Mikal Bridges. Tillman's shot is off.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Paul outside to the left side wing. Craig passes to Lee. Now here's Paul. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. A shot missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Johnson outside. It's tipped. And so it's Memphis with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
17. The Suns, 11.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Clark in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Clark for 3. They grab their own miss. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Crowder. Jackson kicks to Bane. Shoots over Crowder. Bane, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Bane against Booker. Back to Ayton. Booker outside. 17-foot shot on the way. On the wing, Bridges. Paul goes in. Ayton dishes to Paul. Another shot. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Aiden's specialties.
Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And Morant throws it in.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now Morant, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Morant kicks to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson a screen on Paul. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Ayton. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Adams sets the pick for Payne. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
There's an aggression and a confidence to Desmond Bane's game. It helps him get to the line.
For Memphis, they have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line. Some changes for Phoenix. Sharch is checked in for 8. Johnson comes in for Crowder, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Adams with it, now guarded by Booker. Morant passes to Adams. And it's Morant missing.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Booker looks to score and score often. When he's driving, never afraid of the contact.
The Suns making a switch here. Craig's checked in. Both free throws good from Booker.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Morant dishes to Adams. Takes it off the glass. Adams has got 7.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Booker looking around. Sharch in the corner. Booker up top, guarded by Bain. And Adams sends it back.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
Booker with no one around, and the Suns miss again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Passes to Clark. Fires for 3. Memphis the rebound, and Adams kicks to Clark. Back to Adams, goes back up, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you, night in and night out, is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone.
Damian Lee is checked in for Booker. Good on both. Suns trail by 9. Screen by Sharch. Lee outside. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
Saric nails them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Here's Bain. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
I love the confidence of Desmond Bain in which he plays with. Not afraid of contact, plays right through it.
The Suns have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Lee kicks to Sharch. Here's Payne. Phoenix no good that time either. Memphis leading by 10. Morant passes to Bain. Back to Morant. Adams in the corner. Clark with a wide open look. Craig pulls it in. The Suns shooting pretty terrible here in the 3rd quarter at around 30%. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morant with the steal.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Memphis up. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. Bridges out there with Chris Paul, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Morant.
A clever play by Paul. He makes sure to get some contact and draw the foul.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. There's the screen. Jones, the pass to Tillman. Here's Eldorado. They kick it out to Green, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Concho. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Jones kicks to Green. Pass to Concho. Jones with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Aldama hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Aldama's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
They set the pick. Down low. They double him with Ayton. Here's Aldama. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Phoenix. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. To the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jay Crowder, he's very compact, long build, can be a load to defend.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Memphis leading by 7. Morant scanning the floor. On the wing, Bain. Clark inside. Ayton's there, and that one's good by Clark.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Crowder against Jackson. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Crowder.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Clark outside. Out to Morant. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now the feed to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Morant against Paul. And stolen by Booker. Bridges outside. Ayton a screen on Clark. Bridges dishes to Paul. Suns moving the ball around. Booker with a deep 3. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Memphis leading by 5. Here's Morant. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. 1:05 left in the game. And here is Paul. Outside Crowder for three. It's Clark with the rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Here's Bain. Bridges with some nice defense. To the paint. Yes!
A major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Jackson a screen on Paul. Morant with it. And there's the drive. Count it!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Bain against Booker. Here's Hayton. Money!
He is a great kid. I'd love to see this from a stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over. He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third team foul.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
At the stripe, Ja Morant isn't flawless, but he does seem to thrive under pressure. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. It was all right, David. Thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our break.
Battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Now here's Morant on the wing. Bane. Jackson right side. Pass to Adams. Good D by Gobert.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And that one good.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. He didn't let the defender get to him there.
Bane with it. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Here's Morant. Good D by Gobert.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Minnesota with a rebound. And here's Edwards outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Now here's Towns. 5 on the clock. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Here's Morant, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Rivers is checked in for the Timberwolves. To the inside, here's Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Now here's Morant. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Edwards against Bane. Back to Edwards. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. Bane with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Adams inside. He's against Gobert. Outside Morant. And he drives in. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Adams. Second shot opportunity. And they pick up 2. Adams has got his second basket. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
For Memphis, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside Morant. And stolen by Edwards. Denied by Morant. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. 1:03 left in the first quarter here. Back to Rivers. Pass to Towns. Inside. Here's McDaniels. And it's blocked by Clark. Edwards against Bain. Driving to the basket. Here's Morant. Banked it in off the glass. Morant's got his second basket on the night.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Edwards. They get the rebound. Gobert misses the one-handed jam. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Clark, no good. Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. To the inside. The kick out to Edwards. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Clark against McDaniels. Here's Morant.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length, making himself into a wall.
And we've reached the end of. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Clark in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Minnesota in the lead.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Pass to Clark. On the wing, Bain. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Clark in the post. McDaniels covering. Clark, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
The 3 from Russell. Here's Gobert. Count it.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
They retain possession. Outside Morant. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Morant's got 8.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Now here's Edwards. He has 6. To the left side wing. 4 on the clock. McDaniels from long range. The shot no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Clark with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Reed against Morant. Edwards pulls it in.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Forbes is checked in for Anthony Edwards. Here's Forbes. Adams covering. Here's Gobert. Goes back up. Oh, sweet move. And he takes it up and lays it in. Gobert's gotten 4 this quarter.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
On the wing, Bain. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. That one doesn't drop. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Knocks down the long J. He's got 11.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
A nice shot by Forbes.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Now here's Morant. 14 points for him. To the right side. Here's Clark. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Prince is checked in for McDaniels. That one misses. Here's Adams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Adams has got his third bucket of the night.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Memphis trailing here. Adams a screen. And the layup is good off the glass. Morant's got 16 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Reid. Back to Russell. Down low. A slam dunk by Reid.
A terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Jackson with it. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Reid, a screen on Morant. Pass to Reid. Outside for Russell. The three ball. Gets the three to fall. He's got 5.
Guys, you can just about count on it. If you score on Russell, you better believe he's looking to come right back at you.
And here's Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. Joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for the Timberwolves. We've got Naz Reid. Brent Forbes out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Prince in at the 3. And Adams no good on that one. Well, Clark, you've got your good players in the league, but then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
Minnesota's foul. Green Forbes. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Clark right side. Jackson left side. This for the tie. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Some changes for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Forbes, and Rivers is subbed in for Russell. Minnesota has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Pass to Edwards. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Towns. Three-pointer. Ja Morant grabs the miss. Clark with it. Towns covering. Clark, the pass to Bane. They now take the lead. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Edwards. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespect. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Morant, no good. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Give him 8. Just 5 to shoot. He takes it in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And he makes both free throws. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Bane against Edwards. Pass to Jackson. Over to the left wing. Jackson with a screen on Towns. Here's Clark. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Now here's Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Pass to Prince. Connects from downtown. Prince has got 6.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Rivers. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
You know, a smart, savvy, talented vet like Austin Rivers is a real get for any team. I mean, he knows how to make the most of his minutes. He accepts and understands his role, and he really just focuses on delivering for his team.
Pass to Towns. Back to Rivers. The kick out to Edwards. Fires for 3. On target from range. Edwards got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
And here's Adams. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. Rudy Gobert picks one up. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Green comes in for Clark. Conchar, he's checked in for Bane. And it's Jones in for Ja Morant. Where do you think Austin Rivers developed that selflessness, Clark?
Well, I think it starts with the DNA. I mean, his dad, Doc Rivers, was a selfless, outstanding player and one of the outstanding coaches in the game today, so that's part of it. But he's also had experience playing on different teams, sitting on different benches. I think you get to realize what your strengths and weaknesses are and how you can add value to a team.
Here's Adams. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies on the run.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a 1-possession game. Well done.
Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him. Driving in. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Pass to Adams. Here's Jones. And the shot goes down. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Gobert's got his third basket on the night right there.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh. Those are 3 points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
46.
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Steven Adams out there with Green. And it's Aldama in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Towns for 3. That shot is off. Memphis trailing here. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Back to Adams. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. Why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Aldama. Clark comes in for Green. Bain, he's checked in for Conchar. And it's Morant in for Jones. Adams a screen. Here's Morant. And that one's good.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
And Edwards, here we go. Oh, Adams with the block. And they're on the run to tie it up. And it's Morant missing. Minnesota has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Back to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. And Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
He plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Here's Rivers, pounded by Morant. The shot by Towns, no good. The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Clark outside. Pass to Morant. Now Jackson to tie it up. Good, and the setup by Morant. And this game is tied up now.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed. Man, how about the cool, calm, collectedness of Town? Helps them come through, and the game gets snug.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
That one goes. Count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. And then Morant with the dunk.
And finally, after trailing for so long, they've leveled the score late here in the fourth.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock, but they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing. At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Here's Morant. What a terrific move that is. Morant's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
Well, this guy is always in attack mode, very aggressive. Some players might kick it out there, not him. He's going right to the bucket.
And stolen by Clark. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Morant. And it's good.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Pass to Towns. Fires the three. Back to Rivers. 5 to shoot. It's McDaniels on the wing. Off target from three-point range. And here's Memphis. They're on a 14-6 run.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're trailing by 4. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. All right, guys, what's your take?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Long range from the inbound. Lays out. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Memphis ball.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.